Your decisions decide your habits. Daily habits decide your destiny. My friends, daily habits, every single day, 10 to 15 minutes, that is all we ask. If you will stick with it, you can learn to read these stock charts like a master. We see stocks are up for the day, gold and Bitcoin up. Bonds are down. Let's jump first into the S&P 500. Still, that price percent oscillator just won't cross over. Derivative oscillator sliding sideways, price percent oscillator negative and flat. What do we see on the 2-day? It is still negative after that 2-day crossover going down, starting this first 2-day candle off with a bang, moving up. Derivative oscillators still negative, that price percent oscillator negative, but edging up at this point. What about the half-day chart? Of course, we saw where things had bottomed on Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon started a move up. Saw that on Friday, and then, of course, the warning was in, and boom, up on Monday. And we ended up having a crossover in the morning, and, of course, up a little bit higher in the afternoon. That is where we are on the S&P. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq 100. By the way, S&P up 0.82%. No, 0.87%, forgive me. The Nasdaq 100, QQQ, up 1.50%. We see that it's still positive, flat as far as the price percent oscillator goes. Derivative oscillator green, but continuing to lose momentum week by week. Although starting this week off with a green up candle. 2-day chart, again, booming up. We see the first day of this latest 2-day candle, derivative oscillator still red, price percent oscillator still negative. And of course, we can also see where, like the S&P, the slowdown there in the down movement on Thursday in the afternoon, and then things taking off Friday, and then booming up on Monday. Weekend effect in full bore. Weekend effect. You guys know what that's about. I'm going to put that at the end of today's video. Great training, great something for you to pay attention to. It's also called the Monday effect. I'm going to put that in. Check out the end of this video. You'll get a great training. So that's what we see going on with stocks. A booming on Monday. What about bonds? Bonds down for the day, and you can see starting off with a green up candle. Now, this is a Heikin-Ashi candlestick. It's calculated differently, shows us the average pace, and you can see that it's not hitting a higher high, but it is drawing a green candle. Derivative oscillator is continuing to lose momentum. Price percent oscillator edging up ever so slightly. We look at the 2-day chart. We can see that red open box slow down in the up movement, not reaching a higher high, much smaller candle. Derivative oscillator still negative, price percent oscillator negative. We go to that half day, and that's where we can see things over the course of the last 2 days really just sliding sideways. So again, just continuing to keep an eye on bonds, wondering if we're going to have a 2-day recross going up that might help get you back into up movement in bonds. Not yet. We'll continue to watch, wait, and see. What about gold? Up 1.22%. Now we look at the weekly candle. This is nice to see. This is the biggest green up candle we've seen in a while. It's the first day only of a weekly candle, but that price percent oscillator negative heading up, derivative oscillator negative losing downward momentum. That's good. 2-day, well, it's trying its best to cross over. Hasn't happened yet because the candle's not finished drawing. It'll finish on Tuesday, but that'd be nice to see. That typically portends what? At some point, hopefully, a weekly vertical crossover. So we'll watch, see what's happening, and how this might lead us to finally some good up moves in gold. We've been awaiting, but we'll keep the powder dry and be patient. We look at the half-day chart. We can see where gold had slid sideways and down, and then booming up in the morning, and about the same in the afternoon, not really reaching a higher high, it doesn't look like. So that's where we are on our 4 big charts. keeping an eye on what's going to happen with 20-year bonds with a potential 2-day recross. And of course, with gold at some point, hopefully, we're going to have a weekly vertical crossover. We'll see. We'll see. Now, Bitcoin up 2.91%. And of course, we look at the weekly chart. We had that weekly vertical crossover on Friday the 13th. How is it done for you, friends? It's done pretty well. It did pretty well last time. And again, hope that you are practice trading this, that you're learning from this, that you're being, again, documentary in your approach. You're writing down your reasons for entering, what you're seeing on a daily basis. That is where that trade worksheet is ever so important. Also going to put that training at the end of today's so that you have that too. So the weekend effect, the Monday effect, same thing, and the training on how to use the trade worksheet. That's where we are, folks. Let's see. We see Bitcoin there. We see on the two-day, again, reaching a higher high. Nice big green candle moving up. Price percent oscillator heading up. Derivative oscillator still losing some momentum. And of course, we see a recross on the half day moving up. And that's nice to see 2 days of strong up movement on Bitcoin. That's where we are. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.